Hello everyone and welcome to this week's edition of the Foolish Fish News, where I bring you all the latest information from the world of esoteric publishing and Oneiric entertainment. And this week we're kicking off with a lot of news from Black Letter Press. First of all, Spiritus Mundi. I was so excited to see this. I got the first edition, and I know many of you did as well. Got the first edition of On Magick and the Occult by W.B. Yeats. And yeah, to see that a second book in that same, let's say, collection is coming out is very, very exciting. On Magick and the Occult was one of my favorite books from Black Letter Press. And yeah, to have a companion book is exciting to say the least. You'll notice that there's a slight difference in color, and that's because On Magick and the Occult is now in its second printing, whereas Spiritus Mundi is in its, well, obviously it's going to be its first printing, and it's got a fabric cover, whereas On Magick and the Occult, well, the first edition had a fabric color and was exactly the same color as this, of course, but currently the second edition, the second printing, is a gel text cover, and of course the colors vary a little bit. So if you want them to be exactly in the same color, you might want to wait for the second edition, but knowing how lovely the quality of the first edition is, you might I don't know. You might make your own decision on whether you want to wait for the second edition or not. I have already placed my order, and I had said that I wouldn't be buying any more books. Well, see how that went. Next, also by Black Letter Press, Emblemata. The first pictures are coming out right now. The books are now printed, and they'll be shipping quite soon. So that's very, very exciting as well. Here's a little close-up of some of the detail on the back of the book. Looks really, really gorgeous. I've also put an order in for Emblemata. How could I not? It looks like it's going to be a slightly larger book, maybe more along the lines of their Moon Magick book that was one of the first books that they published. So yeah, very, very excited about that. And of course, Black Letter Press's Giordano Bruno books have now got a Kickstarter place marker, so that's quite exciting. So you can see that these are new translations by Paul Summers Young. Now, these books had already been translated by Scott Gosnell, and interestingly, I can't even remember who contacted me first to let me know of their excitement that they would be making their books available on Kickstarter as deluxe editions, because Scott Gosnell has also announced that he is going to be opening the reservations list for his hardbacks and deluxe editions of De Umbris Idearum. So that's going to be the first book that he's going to be publishing in a deluxe edition, right? So those two editions are going to be going head to head. Apparently, both of them are going to be offering something slightly different, and yeah, quite excited to see both of those coming to life. Actually, Scott Gosnell's editions had been only available in paperback for quite some time now, and yeah, it'll be quite exciting to see those being offered with some worthy covers. So that's very exciting. And then still, actually a bit of a crossover bit of news over here, so still with Black Letter Press, it seems that Anathema Publishing are going to be offering Black Letter Press books on their website. So this is extremely exciting news for I know very, very many of you who live in North America who have found it very expensive, very difficult to get those Black Letter Press books over from Europe. You know that they ship from Germany, and so it's now going to be possible for people to buy those books from Anathema's website. So that's extremely exciting news. Very, very well done to everyone involved in making that happen. That's super. So staying with Anathema now, the first pictures from the Rod and Ring books, or book, which is coming out. So this is going to be the regular standard hardcover edition and the deluxe edition, which we can see there. Once again, I mean, what absolutely gorgeous books we're seeing here, and yeah, well played there, Anathema. Very nice, very nice books. Looking forward to those pre-orders opening very soon, apparently. And then still with Anathema, a final reminder that anyone wishing to submit an article for their upcoming Pillars edition, A Wayfarer's Hearth, the deadline is coming up quite soon, mid-August 2021. So better get writing. Absolutely. All the details, of course, linked down below to know where you can submit your articles. Actually, coming back for a second, I believe they are mostly interested in art at the moment. So just so that you know, and the topic is A Wayfarer's Hearth, so based on travel and so on and so forth. Good. Moving on to some new publications. So this is coming out in September 8th, 2021. Kabbalah and Sex Magick, a Mythical-Ritual genealogy. So this is, the Penn State University Press have been pumping out esoteric books and books on occult topics. And this is going to be their latest one. Looks very exciting. So it's going to be Marla Segol writing. Their books are invariably of very high quality, great information, and very useful. I attended the LlewelynCon, or at least a few of the panels on the free online LlewelynCon, which I was telling you about just a couple of weeks ago. One of the authors who was on the conference was Tara Sanchez, and she was talking about her recently published book, Urban Fairy Magic, which seems like a really nice idea because so many of us just no longer live in little villages. We can't just nip down to the woods or enjoy luscious gardens in which to enjoy fairy magic. And so she is focused on urban fairy magic and the idea of connecting to the fae in the modern world. I think that's kind of quite important. That I feel quite attached to that world of the fae, and anything that can bring that into the modern world is very welcome. And while I was researching this, I also found a hardcover book which seems very specific to North America, and it's called Finding Faeries, Discovering Sprites, Pixies, Redcaps and Other Fantastical Creatures in an Urban Environment. So very similar topic. It's very beautifully produced, very beautifully edited, and you can see that it's very pretty, very Art Nouveau, as you might suggest it should be on such a topic. There we are. Moving on to some tarot news. I was so excited to see this. This looks so nice. So this is the Literary Tarot, a tarot deck unlocking the secrets of classical literature, with, of course, naturally Alice as the fool, following the rabbit there. Who else could it be? But also featuring many different authors have collaborated on creating this deck. It's been extremely successful, many artists and so on. What can I tell you more? It's just using his Dorian Gray over here. I'll let you explore that on your own, but it seems very beautifully illustrated. And if you like your classical literature, we've got the monkey as the magician, which is very fitting. There we go. It's been very successful so far. I believe it's we've quite ahead of their goal there of £57,000 pounds. Yeah, so that's definitely going ahead. Moving on to some art now. Cass Beanland, who did a lot of the art for Quarea's Magician deck, is putting her art on Redbubble. So if you like any of this art as a tote bag or as a sticker or for your laptop or as whatever it may be, let's have a look at what kind of stuff you can get here for hidden knowledge. The transparent sticker, iPhone case, artboard print simply, framed art. What else? Flat mask, coasters, and kids mask, and so on and so forth. Traveling mug. How absolutely gorgeous! I mean, if you've seen my review of the Quarea Magician's deck, you'll know that the art is absolutely gorgeous, and go check it out with the links down below. Naturally, the Museum of British Folklore seems to be opening an exhibition at the Crypt Gallery in Euston in London, and it's going to be available from the 4th of June to the 4th of July. Of course, lots of Morris dancing, so British folklore, distinctly Wicker Man feel to the whole thing there. Very, very British, very British. Here we are. And then finally, in terms of travel, visittuscany.com are organising an esoteric and mysterious Florence tour. So if you happen to live close to Florence or happen to be visiting Florence, you can get an entire esoteric tour visiting all of the esoteric sites in Florence. This is happening from the 1st of March to the 7th of November on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Fridays from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. And you just need to contact these people over here and find out more using the website, which of course I'll link down below. There we go. The board game of the week that I've got for you this week is Unfathomable. So those of you who follow board games news probably know about this already. So this is Battlestar Galactica with a new skin, with a new theme, as it were. So Fantasy Flight are a very well-known board game company, and I'm quite excited about this. So the idea is that you're playing a cooperative game, but one of you is not cooperating, so one of you is a traitor, and you have to work out who it is so that you can get away from this terrible situation. What I like about this is that it's not set in the usual 1920s Cthulhu setting. This is a turn of the century setting, so you can see that the Art Nouveau, the usual Art Deco, has been replaced by the Art Nouveau here, and looks quite exciting. A lot of the characters, all of the characters that are usually in these Cthulhu games have been changed, so we've got a complete brand new deck of characters, and look at the art on this. Isn't that cool? Isn't that really, really lovely? Yeah. So if you're into your hidden traitor games, this could be one for you. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. See you very soon with another video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe down below if you haven't done so already. Take care. See you next time.